How's it going, everybody? My name is Lupe Alcides. I am a Chicano from the west side of San Antonio, Texas. This is my own personal biased opinion. Oh yeah, I'm Catholic too. Have you guys heard of that story about Cabbage Patch doll? So there's a story about a priest who happened upon a parishioner, a young little girl. She was dying of cancer, I think. I don't remember if it was cancer or leukemia. She was dying, and they asked her what did she want for Christmas. All she wanted was a Cabbage Patch doll. And so the mom tells the priest, I've looked everywhere. Nobody has one. I can't order it. I can't get my hands on one. It's so difficult, they just want to make their little girl happy. So the priest is thinking about it, and he's got some parishioners that very generous and always give him like very generous gifts every year. And so they ask him, it's like, Father, what do you want for Christmas this year? Anything you want. We want to do something special for you. So he says, okay, I want a Cabbage Patch doll and 2 walkie-talkies. And he said, and they were like, are you sure? Cabbage Patch doll? He's like, yeah, that's what I want. Cabbage Patch doll. He says something like, I was a kid once too, So Cabbage Patch doll, 2 walkie-talkies. Sure enough, a few days later, he receives a package, Cabbage Patch doll, 2 walkie-talkies. He gives it to the mom. The mom gives her the doll, super happy and excited. And she gives 2 walkie-talkies, one to the little girl because she's in isolation, and to the brother. So they can talk to each other. So the mom is just like, that was the best present that she could ever get. Not just the doll that she always wanted, but being able to talk to her brother. Because, being in isolation, she couldn't talk to him. With the walkie-talkies, they could talk whenever they wanted to. So, unfortunately, eventually the little girl dies. And somebody posts the story, right? Of this awesome priest who does this very generous act, right? And a lot of people hear about it and start commenting, where is your church? Because that's the kind of love that I want to be around. And a lot of people posted comments along the lines of, if I had been exposed to that kind of religion, I would have never left the church. And the point of the story isn't about doing stuff to make people happy. It's about loving your neighbor unconditionally. Jesus said, love everyone the way I have loved you. Love your neighbor. And I think about it, and we've talked about this before, that's why a lot of people leave the church, is because they experience some really bad people that have their godlike mentality, right? They have this idea that just because I go to church, that gives me the right to judge people. And not just judge people, but to condemn you, right? We talked about this before, how just because I go to church, that gives me the right to tell you, you're going to go to hell because you do this. Nobody has the right to do that. That person is not only wrong, they should be ashamed of themselves for saying stuff like that. Only God has the right to condemn you to hell. But at the same time, it's up to us as Christians to show our love, not just for our neighbor. We're supposed to be imitating God's love for us. Jesus said, love others the way I have loved you. Not love them as much as you want to. Love them as much as you think you should. He said, love others the way I have loved you. That's how we're supposed to love our neighbor. Not just those that look the same as us. Not just those with the same political affiliations. Not just those who have jobs and nice cars. Love everyone the way I have loved you. Could you imagine the kind of world we could live in if we did just that?